Of Minnesota. Mark, thanks for stopping up this morning.
Thanks, Dave. Excited to be here. Really appreciate you guys being out here for the spring game.
One of the things we can see from up in the booth is the work going on at the University of Minnesota Bierman building where the athletics is located, and you have a brand new athletes village. Can you tell us the progress of that and what it's going to be like?
Yeah, it's going to be a game changer for us here at Minnesota. It's a $166 million facility that will house our football program, our men's and women's basketball programs, as well as a nutrition center for all of our student athletes, a training table area, and then the top 2 floors will be a student athlete development area. So it's going to impact all 25 sports, all 750 student athletes.
Mark, when do you hope to have that completed?
Our goal is it should be done by January of 2018.
Wow.
So less than a year, and I can tell you, the construction is on time, on budget. As an athletic director, you love to hear those 2 things, and we're moving in the right direction with it.
How desperately did you need that? I mean, from the vantage point of recruiting and academics, tell me how vital that was to the university.
Well, academically, we're very proud here at Minnesota. We have a phenomenal record. We're the highest-rated public institution in the country with respect to academic success for our student athletes, and we want to have a strong commitment to that. But from a recruiting standpoint, I can tell you when the first time I sat down with Coach Fleck and we interviewed him for the job here at Minnesota, we spent a lot of time talking about Athletes Village and the impact it will have in our program.
So let's talk about Coach Fleck a little bit. What was it that said to you he's the guy to lead our program?
Well, what jumps out right away is his authentic energy. He has a great care and appreciation for the student athletes, and that comes out right away. And we feel so fortunate to have him here at Minnesota. And he talks about bringing people together, and he's brought people together on our campus, in our state, and our community. And again, he's going to have a huge impact on this program.
And are you excited about what you've seen so far here at the spring game?
I am. It's nice to see that big pass play as a former wide receiver. You love to see the ball thrown down the field. And I know our student athletes have been through a lot here at Minnesota, and they've responded so well. And again, we're just thankful for Coach Fleck and the staff he's brought in here, and our student athletes for working hard and competing hard.
So you ready? You got your rows? Are you ready to get in the boat?
I do. Coach Fleck. I hear him speak all the time about the oars, the boat, and the compass. And again, he talks so much. And when we met him, he talked a lot about how a strength of his is connecting people, and he's been able to connect people here in our state. And we're just excited to have him here and look forward to a bright future for the Gophers.
Mark, let's talk about that basketball team. Great success this year for Richard Pitino. Give me your thoughts on that and what we can expect for next year in the Big Ten.
Well, Coach Pitino, I never met him. We had a lot in common before I got here. I spent 7 years at Kentucky, and obviously with his dad being at Kentucky, and then last year at Syracuse and his dad being at Louisville. We never had a chance to meet. And then meeting Richard, those kids took ownership. Richard took ownership for what happened a year ago with that program, not the wins we wanted, not the season we wanted. And then they come back this year. For him to get the Big Ten Coach of the Year, what a great honor in our league. We have such a strong basketball league. And for him to get that honor and for our kids to do what they did this past year was phenomenal. And obviously we have a lot of upside there.
And he picks up a local kid, Amir Coffey, great player, could have played pretty much anywhere in the country. How important is that for the other Minnesota kids? Because you've got a ton of basketball talent now in this state.
Well, there's no doubt you need to own the state. I've been fortunate to work at a lot of different programs, and if you own your state and you get the right kids in your program, especially local kids, it's going to help you. So, Amir had a phenomenal year, did a great job for us, and again, we have a lot of upside with basketball.
I know we're at the spring game, but there are other great things that are happening on campus when it comes to sports. You want to talk about some of those other sports?
Well, obviously, we're very excited. Our baseball team just won their 11th game yesterday at Indiana, so they're doing a good series down there. Our softball team is ranked 6th in the country, doing a phenomenal job. I think we're 35-3, and we play Northwestern this afternoon. So there's a lot of positives going on in our program, and again, feel really humbled to be here at Minnesota and be a part of the Big Ten. It's a great honor for me and my family.
Mark, always great to see you. Welcome back home here to Minnesota.
Thanks so much.
Mark Coyle, he's the athletic director here at the University of Minnesota. Going to take